Welcome back! It's your girl Icy from Icy Studio, and welcome to day 2 of creative quarantine. And for lesson number 2, we've got Monoline Calligraphy. And like last lesson, I did a little bit of notes as I demoed. Again, please feel free to take a screenshot and keep it for your and refer to it as a future reference. Please refer to it in the future for future reference. And feel free to take a screenshot and refer to it in the future for reference. Just take a screenshot and look back on it, and I don't know. You get it. You get it. You get. So and again, we're just gonna be using like an ordinary pen and any type of paper you've got at home. I prefer using ruled paper mainly because I can't write in a straight line, and I like my letters within 3 lines. And if you want to work with a bigger space, feel free to do so. And just have fun with it. So you don't think about it too much, because the more you think about things too much, it's when you start second guessing yourself. But you know, calligraphy is something you should really try to have fun with, especially when you're still starting out. So you can do this. Oh, and another thing, so monoline calligraphy may look really basic. It's one of the things that you can use to switch up your style, and it's good to learn different ways of doing calligraphy, especially with just one pen and any paper. So I'll hand you over to my girl Icy. That was lame. So I'll hand you over to the demonstration, and I'll see you at the end. So a recap of lesson 1, I'll just show you how I do a word in calligraphy. So that is the word calligraphy in brush calligraphy, just to make sense of what we're about to discuss today. Calligraphy is made up of thin and thick strokes, and you've got the basic strokes that determine where the thick and the thin lines fall. So I'll just show you the basic strokes once again in brush pen. So thin up, thick down, So monoline calligraphy, etymology again. So this is a style of calligraphy that actually still uses the basic strokes, but it doesn't involve thickening the lines where the downstrokes are. So monoline, maybe uniform thickness of lines. So I know in the first video of this series I said that handwriting is different to calligraphy because of how when we write something normally there's no thin and thick, whereas so let's do a monoline versus handwriting. Sorry, I realized my camera was out of focus when I was writing this, so just a little recap. Monoline versus handwriting, they both are uniform in terms of the thickness of the lines, but Monoline uses the basic strokes, whereas handwriting does not. So I'll just give you a little example. The letter forms are still the same, but we won't be thickening the downstroke. So example, the letter M, so that's an overturn, another overturn, compound curve, and an oval. So Monoline calligraphy is basically, let's say, skeleton. Let's call it the skeleton calligraphy of the calligraphy styles, because it's basically just thin strokes and no thick strokes. I guess a technique you can use when you do faux calligraphy is you can actually do the words out in monoline first and then just shade the areas where the thickened strokes are. So the thickened strokes are when you go down. So thin up, thick down. With regular calligraphy, with monoline calligraphy, it's just thin everything. So this is our monoline calligraphy notes. So what is the significance of this style? Really depends on the look that you're going for. It gives like a simple and minimal look to whatever piece you're doing. So yes, that's the basics of monoline calligraphy. Welcome back. So how's that? How did you find the monoline and faux calligraphy lessons? And again, I hope that I have provided some value into your calligraphy journey. In the next lesson, I'm going to demonstrate how to put the basic strokes together So in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to combine the basic strokes together and form the letters of the lowercase alphabet. So that's pretty exciting. And for the meantime, just keep practicing your basic strokes and get in the hang of, you know, doing one stroke at a time, because that's like the fundamental part of calligraphy. And I'll see you in the next video. Continue to stay safe and keep looking after yourselves and each other.